This is January 10th, 2012. This is Tim, the Irish Mexican, here with you. I'm going to talk about a company that a lot of people love to worship and some people love to hate, and that's Apple. As a disclaimer, I do own some Apple products, so in a way that should qualify me to talk about their product. In another way, you'll find that maybe I'm critical about something I own, maybe a little bit hypocritical, but that's not really important. Now, I must say that there are some good things about a Mac. I do like how the whole product is designed together. So you have an operating system that's designed with the hardware of the computer. And I'm going to mostly talk about computers right now. I'm not going to get really into the gadgets. I don't think that should be Mac's core business, which it's starting to become, but I'm going to talk about the computers. You have a computer that is built with all the hardware and all this stuff. That's all Mac. It's all Apple product. And then you have an operating system that's also designed by the same company. So the operating system knows exactly what kind of computer it is. It knows exactly what kind of DVD. It knows exactly what kind of ROM, kind of hard drive. All these things, the camera in it, down to the trackpad or mouse. It knows exactly what is on it. So they're able to make an operating system that's more seamless, that doesn't have a lot of glitches because of different products being integrated together. A PC is kind of different. You have Windows, which is made for virtually, hundreds of different companies that make computers for it. So you have Dell, you have Gateway, you have all these different companies like Sony and all these that all make computers that have to work with one operating system. And that can be kind of difficult for, the good people at Windows, or all these different computer manufacturers to be able to jive all the time. That's why you get all these problems with PCs all the time. When you try to install a new piece of hardware, it doesn't recognize it, and the new piece of hardware doesn't drive with the old computer, which also doesn't drive with the operating system. You have a lot of different problems. Apple has avoided this problem. Now I'm going to stop short right there. I think that's probably as good, that's the best quality of an Apple, is that it's all built together. However, there's a lot of problems with Apple that a lot of people don't know about. First of all, it's not transparent. You have your operating system, and it's not as easy to learn how to navigate through it as it is with a PC. A PC, you kind of understand where to go. With a Mac, it's not quite as transparent, and it takes a while to be able to get used to what, the different paths and everything like that. You have on a PC you have a C drive. On a Mac, that doesn't exist. There's no C drive. It's all the way they have it all split apart and everything. It's difficult to know what to do with it. Also, because there's not that much transparency, it's hard to understand what a program's doing sometimes. So you'll have a computer, you'll be running some software on it, you'll be running Word or whatever else on it. It could be just Safari. Safari is the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. You'll be running some software on it, and then you get this little like spinning wheel thing. And people that have a Mac know exactly what I'm talking about. You start to see that little spinning wheel, and you start to realize, oh shit, something just happened. And you know that chances are that program's going to crash, and you're not going to be able to, you're going to lose a little bit of work. And that's what happens with Safari all the time. Safari, for those of you who don't know, and there's a reason why, is because it's not really big. Safari is a main web browser of a Mac. So just like Internet Explorer is a main web browser of Windows, you have Safari for Mac. And that thing crashes constantly, and it's been getting a little tiny bit better, but it crashes all the time, and it's difficult. And it pisses you off so much because you have all your stuff working on it, and all of a sudden you get that little damn spinning wheel, and then everything crashes. So that's one thing that's a problem. Second, because Apple has been so stubborn with the way that they have made things, there's not that many programs for it that are actually designed for Mac. So whereas in the PC world, you get millions of software, and though some of that software doesn't jive with the hardware like I was talking about, you do have lots of different software from all sorts of different, all different kinds of companies that make software. And you go to the Mac world, and that trims down to like 70%. Now you get the main things that you would normally normally know about on a PC. You get the Word, and you get all the different kinds of, all the important document stuff that you normally would need to use. But when it comes to like, QuickBooks, that doesn't exist in a normal, in the PC, the way that with a PC, that doesn't exist. All these games that you get, they're not there. If you have some sort of specialized software for your work, that might not even exist. So that's something to keep in mind with the Apple world. There's not that many programs. So yes, there are some benefits of having a Mac. It does work really nice together when it does. A lot of little cute features do work, and it does make it appealing to the eye mostly. But when it comes right down to it, there are a lot of problems, and you get to know them really intimately when you're on a Mac, that you don't even necessarily get with a PC. And let me tell you right now, the new Windows 7 runs really nice. And I can't necessarily say that it runs at the same consistency if all your stars are aligned with your hardware and everything like that. I don't know if it runs with the same consistency with Apple.